All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Yahweh Kodash, the Ulanas to the elders and apostles of greatness stone. Shalom to the elect which in this word in truth and in sincerity. With the hope of receiving mercy of Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father. Yahweh Shai is the name of his only begotten Son, which the world ignorantly call Jesus. You know? Verify the microchip is the MOTB. So right now, we want to go straight into what's going on, you know? Going into one of the major prophecies concerning the state of the world, which is World War III, you know? Because right now, Yahweh Shimon Shai hold by the hand. You see me? One of the angels, as is written in Revelation 7, hold back this destruction, so he must seal his elect. So right now, you see the rhetoric being pushed by these different leaders around the world, you know? The mass spending of money on military equipment is in arming themselves, preparing for the war to come. So I'm going to run this clip and jump into some precept and Lord's will. This is edifying. But before that, I'm going to bring forth a precept that came to mind and see Matthew 10, verse 34. This is Matthew 10, verse 34. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. So this is the Yahweh Bashim Shai I go do in these last days, yo. I'm not come to send peace, but a sword. So let's listen.
Okay, so we have China putting out massive amounts of video showing just how ready their troops are to not only take on Taiwan, but to also take on the United States of America and all of NATO that enters into the Indo-Pacific. This means Australia. This means Japan, not a member of NATO, of course. This means all of America's allies that enter into a free and open Indo-Pacific war or alliance against China. They're telling their people to get ready. They're telling them to buy food. They're telling them to prepare to fight. They're teaching 9-year-olds in some of their districts to know how to take apart and to repair or to make working once again the armed projectile tools that their militaries will use to fire at American personnel. This is a country that is getting actively prepared for a billion-man war against the USA and any other nation that comes up against it. But let's look at what news media outlets are saying about this propaganda or these videos. Here we have China's army filmed apparently preparing for conflict in the Taiwan Strait. Now this is, of course, released by the US CIA and other outlets as they give their descriptors of what is happening. They call these propaganda videos. They say they show troops running past anti-landing barricades similar to those that are on the Taiwan coast. Now here they say that the Chinese army released these videos, which again they call propaganda, showing soldiers preparing for conflicts in what appears to be an active engagement of war in the Taiwan Strait. It's a 1.5 minute video. It's not very long. It was published by the Eastern Theater Command's official WeChat account recently. It's titled Reading the Strait. You see, they're not pulling any punches here. China is saying, we are going to take you. And they're going to do it militarily. Now, they've tried installing some direct delegations inside of Taiwan's government in the hopes that they could move things along a little bit more politically. It's just not going to happen. The USA has too much of a vested interest in the Taiwan Strait and in Taiwan in general. We will not give it up. The only thing left to do is to go to a hot war. Now, this video, which was released calling the Reading of the Strait, it shows soldiers in combat gear. They're doing push-ups, press-ups. They have crashing waves bouncing over top of them. A tank battalion drives into the sunset. Troops are running up on sandy shores past these.
So that's what I really wanted you to hear, you know, because these things are not reported on the mainstream news media consistently. They might brush over the surface of them, and tell you about the Ukraine and Russia war, which is just a proxy war between Russia and NATO. But things will get more devastated right around the world, from in the South China Sea to in the Middle East, between Iran and the landmass what them call Israel, to in the landmass of what them call today Africa. Because you have tension being stirred up right around the world, and this is due to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. This is what the Lord had said in, I want to say, Isaiah 34, verse 1. It says, "Come near, ye nations, the ear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world and all things that come forth of it." So keep quiet, yo. Listen what Yahweh Bashim Yahushai had said. "For the indignation of Yahweh is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He had utterly destroyed them, he had delivered them to the slaughter." So this is a prophecy to come. So right now the Lord have not prepared for war, not knowing so not get delivered to the slaughter. Because this is the Lord's determination to gather all nations to pour upon them what is indignation. When I read Zephaniah 3 verse 8. But nobody pay attention to these things. These things are all coincidence, sporadic events. Not knowing that these things are all orchestrated by Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. The Lord had said in Joel 3 verse 9, "Proclaim ye this amongst the Gentiles." So the nations, where the Lord just said for hearken and to listen, yo. "Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up." So this is Yahweh Bashim Yahushai put this in the hearts of the kings of the earth, the different rulers, yo. "Beat your plowshare into swords, and your pruning hook into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong." And that's why North Korea not take no talk from big bad US. Right now, South Korea and US are the military drills. One of the biggest military drills off the coast, of South Korea. And best beliefs in North Korea, I got something to say about that. Whether it want to be some sporadic missile tests, but something, yo. Because the weak are going to declare that I am strong. I have ICBMs that are capable of carrying multiple nuclear warheads, yo. This is going to be the demeanor of nations around the world. Verse 11, "Assemble yourself and come, all the heathens, and gather yourself together round about thither. Cast thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh. Let the heathen be awakened and come up to the valley of Yahweh Shaphat. For there will I sit to judge all the heathens round about." So this is what the Lord has prepared for the yo. That's why I'm going to put it on the mind to get up with our arms and our weapons. Verse 13, Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full. The fat overflow, for their wickedness is great." Because the Lord have a great sacrifice I'm about to do, yo. And we have been declaring these things for decades now. But to most, it doesn't make no sense what we're doing. But things are get worse and worse as the times progresses. Did not the Lord declare these things when the disciples asked him at the Mount of Olives, "When shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world?" And the Lord said, "I got what? Wars and rumors of wars." This is what's taking place now, right around the world. The scripture says, be ye not troubled, for all these things must come to pass. A lot of people, they are troubled right now because they don't know what's next. And that's why the Lord give us the scriptures to comfort us, yo. And say, I'm going to send us another comforter. And the world now can perceive what the spirit of truth. So that's why to the world, this what we're doing, look, like it don't even make any sense not knowing amen. This is part of our salvation, yeah. This is part of our hope. To go out there before you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans and declare things that shall shortly come to pass, so that the prophecy can be fulfilled in Ezekiel 33 verse 33. So then shall they know that a prophet had been among them. So hope this is edifying. With that, I want to say Kalalal, Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Kodash. Shalom.